Okay, here we are back inside MatrixGold. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you find the video useful and helpful in your designing process. If you're a return viewer and a subscriber, greatly appreciated. Love hearing from you. All the comments have been really cool. Thank you very much for those. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so now. Today, I wanted to take several steps back, okay, and talk about some of the basic stuff and how easy it is to build all different kinds of items with very simple stuff. So we're going to look at adding profiles and drawing profiles, and we're going to look at also outside ring rails, because those two things and your profiles, you can make endless amount of designs from those designs. All you need is a little couple different profiles and a couple different outside rails, and you can create all kind of things and let your imagination go wild, and you have an endless source of items. So the first one I'm going to look at is the outside ring rail, because it's probably the most interesting. And if you haven't done this one yet, you probably should, because it offers just so many possibilities. So if I take my ring rail, get it, or ring rail, get it out there, and then I just grab a outside ring rail, right? And now you go to your profiles and click on one of these that have the Euro shank, and actually all of them are maybe a little bit different in thickness, which would give you different sizes. So you could do this to all of them, and you could build your library. So if you just click on one, hit select, and then close that out, you don't have to really change anything, just hit enter. And then go to your curves menu, and I'm going to right click so I have both directions, and I'm going to change it to my creation layer and go to C4, and just draw a straight line out here, right? And then I'm just going to take my two rails. You don't really have to take both of them. The outside's the only one you really need, and then split them with this item here, and then hit enter, right? And then just get rid of these two and get rid of this one and that one. Now this, just mirror it from F4, right? And now you have a total new, join it together, you have a total new, and it's really cool. You can get a lot of cool designs with this outside ring rail. The last thing you want to do before you save it is always make sure you want to go ahead and go to your edit tools and check your seam point, because you'll want to move your seam point down to the bottom, so every time that you load it up, your seam point will be at the bottom. And then just go to select your curve there and go to the big M for MatrixGold, and then save as. Go to your wherever your MatrixGold is saved. Go to library, go to rail, and go to outside ring rail, give it a name, and save it. Save. I already have one saved, so I'm just going to click off of this. Now, when you go to just get a ring rail out there, so tools, ring rail, enter, go to outside profile or outside ring rail, click there. You have it in your library, and you can select it, and it offers a total different image, right, for designs, right? So you can do a lot with this. You can all kinds of stuff, and then you can place any kind of profile on there real quick, just to show you the design that it will give you, which I'm sure you can probably pretty much already tell. We'll grab a simple profile here. Let's see. Well, this is one I just got done making here a little bit ago. So we'll just select that, and we'll give it, click to our outside ring rail, and go ahead and put one down here on the quad, and we'll mirror that over to the other side. Mirror. And then we'll go back to this one, and we'll just make it a little wider there or something, and then hit enter. And then we'll give it a surface 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit enter. Of course, I must have double clicked here, so I'll bring it back. Select rails 1 and 2. select this profile, that profile, that profile, and hit enter. And I'll just go ahead and sweep it all, close sweep, and then you can take a look at it. So you have something like this. You know, you can do a lot with the different bottom of the shank. You can put different profiles in there. But there's also one other thing that, you know, it gives you a total different look, right? So when you have the Euro shank on there, you can go over to maintain height on or off. And when you click it off, it gives you another total different look, right? So there's lots of things that you can do with just that outside ring rail in different design purposes, you know. And then it's just your creativity. Well, I could do a cutout here and put some inlaid items in there, you know, on both sides. I could put some beadwork on there or some gemstones on here, or it's just creativity from that point forward, and how you can design finish out the ring. So let's go back. But there's all kind. If you haven't done that one yet, I highly recommend it, because it can really give you a lot of different possibilities. It's very easy to do. The next one would be profiles, right? How to build your profile library. So let me get a ring rail out there and hit enter, and then go to profiles, and then go to my library here. And as you can tell, some of these were imported from MatrixGold. Some of them I've kind of just designed as I went along. But if you spend like 20-30 minutes a day or a week in just creating profiles, you can come up with endless amounts of stuff. So let's look at creating a profile and saving it. What I would do is probably just go to top. It doesn't matter what viewport, except for perspective. I wouldn't go to that one. But you can just go to your curves. Those will be your friends. Grid snaps will be friends for this particular project. And just grab a line curve, start from F4, and just, it doesn't matter how big, because it'll place it in the profile place, and you can manipulate it inside there. I'll right click, bring that back, kind of draw it up here. I'll go to my circle, maybe make a circle right here. I'll go to my arc direction somewhere in here. Where is it? Arc direction. Right here. I'll go to this quad here and come down here and kind of bump it out a little bit. Then I'll take all this, I'll mirror it to the other side here, F4, holding down shift, and then I'll just go in here and go to my edit tools and go to curve boolean, and then I'll just select this inside here and this inside here, and come down here, delete input none. I want all. I want to just delete all the input and hit enter. Now I have something like this, but what I can do with it is I have some kind of sharp corners there, there, and there. If you want those, that'll create a poly surface, because you have kinks right there in those areas. But if you want it like a NURB surface, you can just take it. Is it join it together? Okay, it's join. Select your item, go to cleanup, do a little cleanup, like I think I got it at 0.2, hit enter, and now it'll create a NURB surface. And then you just take that profile, go to your add profile library, add profile, select the profile, select profile library bell. You can put that in your bells, sure, no problem. You could also put it in your rope, maybe a prong, whatever. But we'll go to shank, and we'll go ahead and hit enter, and this menu will pop up, and just give it a name. Let's see, round CTR center. Okay, and then hit enter, or save rather. And now this profile will be in your library. So if you just sit here and kind of draw things out, you'll have all kind of crazy things real quick. If you're wanting a Euro shank, you probably want to go to your F4, kind of turn off grid snaps at this point, kind of go up a little bit and bring it down. You can hold down shift, and then you can let's see, we'll go a line curve here, and we'll just we'll take it in something like that, And we'll get another line and kind of come out like that, like this, and I'll just go ahead and take this and mirror it over to the other side real quick. And we'll put a big old arc direction on the center there. But really, you'd be surprised at this kind of stuff that it can create out there. So we got something like this, pretty crazy design, right? So you can take that, join it all together, take it, go to cleanup if you want a NURB surface, if you want the poly surface, either one. Clean it up. Let's see, we got a 0.2. Let's take it up to a 0.3 on this one and just hit enter, so it gives us something like this, and save it to your library. Yeah, go ahead and click on it, save it to library, bell library. No, we want to, it could be a bell. Slap it into the shank, hit enter. Crazy design. And oh, you need to click on your box there. Crazy. Hit enter and save it. And just to show you what kind of thing this will produce, but there's all kind of other things you can add with it, right? So we got a ring rail out there. Hit enter. Go ahead, grab a profile, and we'll come over here to our library now, and our crazy should be in there, hopefully. So it's in alphabetical order. Here's my crazy right here, so go ahead, select, and then kind of get it out there, kind of maybe put another profile down in here, change it to something else. We'll just go to something pretty basic here once it gets loaded up. Something like this, hit select, and it's got a comfort fit on this side. This one doesn't, but we'll go ahead and mirror that to the other side. And we'll manipulate this one just a little bit just to see what it does. Hit enter, go ahead and do a surface 1, 1, 2, 3, enter. We'll close it off. And actually that's pretty cool. You can put beadwork in there, you can put rope in there, all kinds of stuff, right? So if you take it and you can extract an ISO curve out of there, put some rope around in there, have it blending into the shank there, add some beadwork up here or something, and channel set or bright cut stones on it. It's just an endless possibility. And if you take it and you go ahead and go back to your tools and add that outside ring rail, and we change that one to the one that we had earlier, right? And then go ahead, drag it up to wherever you want it. We'll just hit enter. We'll go back to our profiles, and we'll just outside ring rail here, so that should snap them all to the outside ring rail. We'll hit enter. We'll go back to our surface sweep 2 this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and hit enter, and we'll close that one off. And you have a total different kind of shape that you can work with, right? So one little profile and you're coming up with all these different items, and if you hit maintain height, well, now you got even something different. So it's an endless possibility, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just in the power of just 1 rail, 2 rail, and profiles, all kinds of things that you can make. It's just your own creativity and what you think is best for whatever you've got out there. You could design all kind of awesome pieces and very unique individual pieces just doing stuff like this. So that's kind of really all I wanted to say. But spend like 15-20 minutes a day, draw 4 or 5 profiles a day or a week. In no time at all, your library will just be overflowing. And one last thing here, the outside ring rail, right? So let's go back to tools. Let's grab a ring rail there. Okay, we're on that. Yeah, okay. So we got 2 ring rails out here. We'll keep 1. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go to your outside ring rail. Go in here. You can click on any of them, right? And then after you get it out here, you can just hit enter. Go ahead and just delete that one. Go to this one, put your points on. You don't really need that many points. That's kind of too many. Maybe do a rebuild here real quick. See how many points you really actually need. Let's click on our ring rail there. Do a rebuild. Rebuild it. See, we can go all the way down to 11 points and it's only going to change 0.6 degrees, right? So let's keep it at a curve 3, or degree 3 rather. Actually, you can take it up to 5. So it offers a little bit extra. Yeah. Okay, let's take those points down and see what it does. Okay, 4.4, maybe that's a little too much. Bump it up. 12 gives us a 0.5, but 11 gives us a 0.2. So we'll just hit OK. So now we have a little bit better control over it, right? So at this point, you can just take a point and, you know, manipulate it however you want to come up with a different kind of crazy design. Take that point and this point here, drag it down, something like that, and then just accept that and go ahead, do escape twice, get rid of your points, take your profile there. What I would do here though, before I do anything else, we're at the front, okay, is go ahead and take it. You can make that a little bit better. I'll just keep this side over here, and I'm going to right click on split, and I'm going to split right there and right down here, and then I'm going to hit delete on this side, and then I'll take this side and mirror over to my other side here, holding down shift, take all that, join it together, go straight to my curves and check my seam point, which is already in here, I think. Where's it at? There. Find out where my seam point is. Oh, it's not closed. Okay. It has to be closed, so join it together. Is it closed? I'm going to explode that real quick. Okay, and I'm going to make sure it's joined. Okay, 2 curves joined into one open curve, so there's something going on. You can, oh, right there. It's not closed totally, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click point, take this, and I'm going to clip there and clip over here, and then take those two, delete them, and then we'll just do a real quick blend, if I can find the blend. There it is. We'll blend that with this, and we'll just take those, join it together. Now we have a closed surface. So what we want to do is check our seam point, so right here, and it's at the top, so we want to drag it down to the bottom here, and then just go to our M, save as. Let's see, quad outsider, okay, crazy ring rail here, outside ring rail, and then we'll just delete that, go to our tools, grab a ring rail, hit enter, grab a outside ring rail, we'll go out, pick it out. Where's our crazy at? Here's our crazy. We'll take that, we'll kind of manipulate it a little bit. We'll go ahead and throw a profile on. You'll see a big difference too with this shank there. First we need to complete that command, and we'll slap a profile out there, and we'll just take the outside ring rail right here, and I'll just add one more right in here, and we'll manipulate this just a little. We'll make it thinner, and mirror it, hit enter, and we'll do a real quick sweep 2 on it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, enter, and we'll close it off. And you have something like this that you can see right there, the shanks. Pretty cool. And then if you go to your maintain height, boom, it gives you something really crazy. You could actually make that the top of the ring, you know. So there's just lots of possibilities with just the sweep 1, sweep 2, and using curves, and then letting your imagination go with it. So I guess that's kind of what I wanted to say in this video. Kind of hopefully give you some inspiration. You know, some of you are out there trying to draw kind of crazy design lines everywhere and then sweeping them, you know, all kind of, but you don't have to. You can create all kind of really cool stuff with just basic stuff, you know, to get going and learning a lot about it. So hope the video helps and gives you some kind of extra inspiration and design thinking. And if it did, please hit that like, subscribe button. Okay, so thanks for watching, and good designing.